So in this video, we are going to discuss about the folder structures in LWC. Okay, so let us see what is the concept all about. So actually in LWC, the folder structure is very important. Okay, so let us first see a demo and come back to the slides here. So let us go to the VS Code now. So whenever you create a new Lightning Web component, I hope you remember how to create the Lightning Web component, right? So we have to go to the view here and click this command palette, and you'll be able to see this option to create a Lightning Web component, right? So once you click this, you'll be given an option to choose a file name. So you're going to give a new file name, right? So this one you already know that. Okay, let us go this demo with the already created Lightning component. I have the component already here. Let us see the demo with this particular example. Okay, so this is the component I have created already. Okay, so whenever a component is created like this, you will see some three default files created automatically. Okay, so whenever a component is created, these three files, that is, there is a HTML file, right? This HTML file is going to start and end with a template tag. Okay, so the HTML file inside this LWC component will always start and end with the template tag, which you have to make a note of it. And the other file, the important file, is the JS file, the JavaScript file. This is the place where we are going to write all our business logic here, right? So actually, when the file is created, these three files I told you already, it will be automatically created. This JavaScript file, it always comes with the default code. Okay, this is the default code. It is already there here. So if you see here, the name, whatever we have given to the component is displayed here as a Pascal case. Okay, so it follows the naming convention. So that the name of the class, okay, it is actually in the form of a Pascal case. And we have to note here one important point that all the Lightning Web components, we are going to write the logics inside the class. Okay, this class actually it extends from the other base class called as Lightning element. Okay, so this is the base class from where we'll be extending our own component class. Okay, this Lightning element, it comes from the LWC module or package, whatever it is coming from there. Okay, so one, because our Lightning components are so powerful and it is executing in a Lightning way only because of this package importing, right? We're doing the import here. Okay, so this is the JS file. So this is very important file where we are going to write all our logics inside here, right? And this XML file, and you know already that a HTML file will give the structure to your component, and JS file, in this JS file, we are going to write the logic. And this XML file is one important file that is also automatically created by default. So in this, we have an option to make the component visible or not. Like you're going to expose the component, right? So this is by default, it will be false, but we can actually make it true, and we can actually give the places where this component should be visible. It can be your app page or recordable page or home page, wherever you want this component to be visible in your org, we can just mention here. Okay, so this is the basic files. It will be automatically created, the default files, which will be automatically created whenever we create a component. So let us go back to the slides now. So we have seen the basic folder structure, the default files we have seen already, right? These are the three default files which will be automatically created. And we can also create extra files. Okay, so depending on our needs of our business, okay, we can actually create extra files. So in that we can see this, the CSS file. Okay, very important file. I hope you all know that CSS file plays an important role to style our component, right? So this file we can actually create, and we can also create one more file called as SVG file. SVG file means scalar vector graph file. So this kind of file is actually for importing your SVG icons. Okay, if you have created some icons, we can actually import it here, or you can also create by your own. Okay, so these are the two types of files that we can add to our already existing default component of folder structure. So one important point you have to note here is whatever CSS file, there is going to be one CSS file. Okay, for a folder, there can be only one CSS file and one SVG file. So this one CSS file should be the name of the same name. Okay, whatever the name you have given for the component, that should follow the same name. It should match your component name. Okay, you cannot create a CSS file in a different name. Okay, and this SVG file also the same case. So you have to use the same name what you have given for the component. Okay, so these are the two files that we can create. And the other kind of files is we'll see the entire folder structure now. Okay. So you can see the entire folder structure. As I told you, the first three files are going to be the default files, right? So when you create a component, these three files will be automatically created. And the other two important files is the CSS file and the SVG file. And as I told you before, there can be only one CSS file inside the component folder structure and one SVG file. Okay. And you have to take care of the name of the CSS and SVG file. It has to be the same as the component name. Okay. And the next one is the other one. So there can be multiple JS files inside your component folder structure. Okay. So why it allows to have multiple JS files is because we have something called as module import and export, which we haven't learned yet. So we will be learning soon. So because of that concept, we can actually create multiple JS files and we can actually import inside the other JS files or wherever you want. Okay. So thing is, it doesn't need to be in the same name as the component name. Okay. It can be in a different name. Okay. So that is one thing. And the last one is the test. Okay. So as the name says, we are going to have a test.js file. Okay, this file will actually help us to create test cases for the component. Okay, so these are the advanced ones. Okay, but in rare cases, we'll be using this kind of other JS files and SVG files. Mostly, we'll be using this HTML, JS, XML, and CSS file. Okay, the other things all are rarely used files. Okay, so this is the entire folder structure, and the four important component files you have to make it notice these four files: the HTML, JavaScript configuration, that is the XML file, and CSS. These four files plays an important role. Okay, these four file makes the component. Okay, it is the four files that makes the component, Lightning Web component. Okay, so this is the concept of the folder structure in LWC. Let us meet in the next video. Thank you.
If you are interested to learn Salesforce, visit AJ Skill Development website. There you can find our course curriculum and you can come to know about the list of courses we are offering. We are offering Salesforce Administrator and Salesforce Development courses. To know about us and the team, you can visit our About Us section. This is an organization we are doing Salesforce training from 2018 and we have trained and guided 2000 plus candidates so far. And if you also want to know about our placement assistance, visit our placement assistance section where you can find the list of people and the category. You can see the list of people who got trained and placed from our side. You can also visit their LinkedIn pages to get to know about our training and also the feedback from the relevant trainees. Okay. And also if you want to do the course inquiry, click on contact us. You will see the form. You can fill the form and submit the inquiry. Our team will get back to us. Thank you.